Hello and welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 7 Division 1 for the final round here at Haref. I'm here in the commentary box with Touch, if he's here at the moment. I think he's left his PS for the moment. So, there is a championship battle going on between the Suzukis, but that seems to be unlikely to happen now due to VTR's controller problems. So Jack should have second place wrapped up. Nelson will be looking to try and take advantage of those problems and steal third. There's other small battles going on as well. Filito's wildcarding, Platt having connection issues, Fadley is here, so he could spring a surprise. We got the lag master, of course, so he's going to cause all kinds of problems. But here we go. The final race of the season. Can Platt win it out in style, or will somebody like Julito stop him? Oh, Jack's jumped the start already, and we are off. As they head towards turn 1, it is going to be Julito up the inside of Platt into turn 1. Julito's going to get the cut back, and it is Platt who leads into turn 2. There's a bit of contact in the background between the Hondas and some other people, but everyone's generally got away unscathed. The two Prima Pramac bikes have been, from what I understand in practice, virtually identical, so it should be interesting to see how it goes. Rick runs quite wide through turn 5. Joe goes up the inside and moves into third place. The lag master not lagging at the moment, but he's not going crazy yet, but beware of what could happen. As Nelson goes up the inside, no, he doesn't. All this contact between the two Repsol Honda riders. Finley's had a massive stinker there through turn 6. Jack with his double long lap penalty from his jump start. Maybe the Suzuki challenge isn't over. And Howling's got so much more entry speed compared to Nelson, so Howling was bigging himself up before this race.
And I am back.
Nice. So I don't know if you've been watching or whatever, but basically Jack Berman's got 2 long lap penalties for jumping the start, and Finley ran wide at turn 10. Apart from that, it's actually been quite clean.
Alright. So far so good then.
So we end lap number 1. Platt pulls out a 7/10 of a second lead over his teammate, and I think Jack Berman there is just sat up. I think something's happened to Howling there, maybe regarding Jack. Ooh,
and VTR just went past Howling as well.
Yeah, he drops to 8th. VTR, you might see him in some corner sit the bike up. That is his control. Oh, problem.
My goodness! Contact between those two.
Yeah, Howling, he's a well-known late breaker, so he was right on the back wheel of VTR and just underestimated VTR's braking zone. But Julito now is closing back in on the gap on Platt. Platt running really wide. But where's Platt gone? He's gone off the track. I don't know if his monitor's turned off or that was a genuine mistake. We'll find out at the end of the race. But Platt now is in 5th, and that's giving Julito a free 1.2 second lead. So as long as Julito can just
knowing his history. Oh, that's Howling, and what was that? VTR?
VTR. Yeah, VTR's down.
Knowing his history, his monitor probably shut off.
Yeah. We'll have to ask. Oh, now here comes Finley up the inside of Howling into turn 8. Unbelievable! What a move!
Man.
But here comes Howling's not gonna have that. Oh, and Nelson is trying to attack Rick.
Oh, up the inside of Rick.
And he's through and Platt takes Rick as well.
Yeah, Platt opens up the door for Platt.
Here we go. Here comes Platt. No way. Turn 11 is a very risky place to pass. He's gonna run wide on the curb. Yep.
Absolutely sends it. But Nelson fires right back. Oh my goodness.
And here we go into the final chicane.
Not letting him around.
Platt's going to look up the ins. No, he's not. Is he going to try and see
Nelson very defensive.
He's going to square this off. I saw him do this earlier.
Oh, a little bit of contact on the exit.
Square it off.
He surely can't beat the Ducati in a straight line.
No, but he can try to outbrake him.
He's gonna try it. He's got the inside.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
He makes it stick.
He's done it. He's done the inside still for turn
Nelson.
2. He's up the inside. Plat's holding round
He
the
is
outside.
not
Nelson's
giving
done
up.
it.
He is defending like a lion right now. What a battle between these two.
Great job there by Nelson. Oh, but he's round wide. The Honda naturally just does not turn compared to that Ducati, but he's holding firm. Oh, but a bit of a shake on the front.
Plat's gonna try to come up the inside, but he just can't make it stick. Onto the straight. Let's see if Nelson can survive the Ducati onslaught here.
Oh my, that Ducati's so fast.
Oh my lord.
And Platt moves into third place.
Breezes by.
Oh, but he's wide.
He's got to fire right back.
No.
If Nelson doesn't fire right back right now, it's going to be too late.
He's got to fire back at turn 8, turn 9 at the latest, and I think Platt might be in a safe situation now.
But who knows? That little squabble there might have been enough to disrupt Platt's concentration, maybe force him into a couple of mistakes here onto the lap. But here these two, Jack Berman and a Rick, fighting it out too.
Yep. So Jack with his 2 long laps, he's gonna have to serve them soon. At least I think next lap or next lap he's got to serve at least one of them. Oh, hang on, his clutch is broken, it. That's why he jumped the start. So he might not actually serve. If he doesn't serve those penalties, that's why. I remember now. His clutch is broken.
Oh, it all makes sense now. Yes.
So maybe we'll probably remove his penalties then. But here we go. End of lap number 3. Julito with a 2-second lead over Joe. Joe the lag master. He's
oh,
well, it's fair to
Nelson's
say,
out wide. That's gonna put Rick right up behind him, and Jack right there too.
Fair to say, Joe's not had the greatest of luck in these races he's done with us. He's had podium potential. He's had front rows, but it comes to the race and usually lags on lap 1, and then he's last.
Oh, he just has a massive moment coming into this turn though. Here, about loses it.
Rick in 5th place. He's in the sandwich of Nelson and Jack now into the braking zone. Turn 5. Rick's outbroke himself. He's going to use Nelson as a berm. And he's, I don't know how he survived that twist.
Really deep.
Yeah. Howling is, I think he's overriding the bike at this point, trying to stay with Finley. I think he's desperate to try and get to where Nelson is.
Oh, Jack Berman around the outside.
Watch out for Platts. I think Platts might be, if he can keep this lap up, he might set the fastest lap of the race. But here we go through the double rights. Then we've got 2 more rights to go.
Flying.
So at the moment it seems all of the from 4th to 9th, 4th to 8th seems to have the same general pace. Oh, Nelson goes wide. That's just put him a bit offset on line, but he's managed to escape well.
Pulls it back right too tight to the inside.
Yeah, there we go. Platt, fastest lap of the race, doing 2/10 quicker than Julito on that lap.
Whew.
I would imagine that's a 33. So sort of Howling's lost the front at turn 1.
No.
Howling just, I think, overriding that Honda. Just yeah, it's too much of an animal. And I think his frustrations of wants to be with being up the front with Nelson. It's just caused him to make a
and Jack Berman
mistake.
Just a massive moment as well.
Yes, they just need to
catch right up.
These guys need to just relax a bit. But Finley, he's on the move here. He's gaining quite a bit of time on the guys in front, especially those who've been battling. It seems like definitely we saw yesterday Finley having really big problems on the front. Also, all the Honda riders having problems in the front, but Finley's were very noticeable. They just turn in the bike every corner and it simply wouldn't work. But I think maybe now he's using a bit of a lower power mode. It's helping him, but he's going to go up the inside into Ferrari, and he's done it. He's overtaken his brother through turn 12 after the mistake from the Suzuki, and now it can Finley. Oh, Joe's like
Joe disconnected. Joe's lagged out. No, that promotes Nelson in a 3rd place.
Well, he comes back up the inside his massive wobble on the head of the Suzuki, and he's just about made the corner.
What happened to Joe though? That's not the first time he lags out.
No. He'll be gutted. Oh, Fadley's down. That's going to promote VTR and potentially howling up to 7th and 8th places. So
This is where Nelson wanted to be.
Yep. Nelson, he wanted to steal 3rd place in the championship. I'm going to try and take a quick look at the standings to see if he's if he stays in his current position, if he will actually steal the championship. Christ, how do I forgot how you view pictures. Apologies for this really big delay. We've not been sent. There's no images of the past round taken, and I can't remember where people finished.
I'm not trying to put a commentator's curse on, but there is a shrinkage in the gap to the front.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough of a gap. They're very tight on lap times.
It's gonna have to be a massive mistake from Julito.
Yeah. The man we've really seen have the same pace as Platt this season is Sire at times. Unfortunately, Sire usually ends up on the floor. Julito, he definitely seems to be less on the limit compared to Sire, so he's doing a great job so far at his home Grand Prix. The bike looks perfect, no weird shapes. So he's just going to keep it in one piece, and I imagine he's going to be ending this race as a victor. It'll be a perfect debut, but Platt's nailed the hairpin there, and he's gained a 10th of a second. But this is the battle we're looking at now, the battle for 3rd place between Nelson and Rick.
Rick's just lurking right behind him, but it's not close enough to attack anywhere. Nelson's is too strong.
It just seems Rick's in that turbulent air. Joe's back.
Oh, Joe's back.
Yeah, Rick's just in that turbulent air.
Oh, bye bye.
Yeah. And excuse me. I think he's just trying to, obviously he's seen where Nelson's strong, where he's weak. And I think he is definitely going to be setting up some kind of manoeuvre sooner rather than later, but at the moment Nelson's just strong enough at the moment to hold position. And Platt has made a mistake somewhere. The gap has gone up to 4.5 seconds.
Oh no.
So yeah, Platt's definitely just going to have to hope for a Julito crash at some point. Oh, when Nelson's had a big, I saw that in massive amounts of wheel spin going from turns 2 to 3. But luckily didn't lose too much time. But now the was that Jack Berman going off? Jack Berman's gone off for he understeered through turn 4, taking way too much corner speed, and he is down, and that promotes VTR up to 6th place. That might help VTR in the championship. I still can't, unfortunately the standings weren't put in the latest standings aren't in the chat, so I don't actually know what the standings are. I can't remember well enough what the France results were. But Rick, he's so close to Nelson in the 2nd and 3rd sector. But Nelson, it just seems Nelson's just that Honda. It's got his weaknesses, isn't it? Platt's down. Platt is down. That is his race for the win over, and these two could be inheriting the two podium places.
Really in the trap there.
Yeah,
oh man, that might promote Finley into. Oh,
is Finley going to? Oh, Fadley's gone down. Can Finley attack Platt into the final corner? Here we go.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a very interesting last couple laps here.
So Platt, can he get back onto the podium? A big mistake there by Platt. Obviously, his monitor could have turned off.
Hold on, 4 more laps. Yeah, got this.
He's got it. We know that the Honda's biggest strength is its straight line speed. Well, not compared to Ducati anyway, but one of its biggest strengths is braking. So against Aprilia, he should be fine. But he's just going to make sure through sector 3 he keeps everything nice and tidy, then Rick should not really have a chance to pass him.
Nelson's on a hard front, Rick's on a medium front, and
Yeah,
oh, Nelson's on double hards.
No, I think he's on medium, maybe hard medium.
No, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's just going so fast. The band looks yellow to me.
Yeah. So. Rick,
but he does have better tire wear than Rick. So.
Yeah, off Hadley's gone. But yeah, Nelson, hard front, that'll give him more braking stability, so that will help him in defending against Rick. And with Platt as well, but Platt is really quickly arriving to the back of them.
It's kind of the opposite because Nelson's better in the front, but Rick's better in the rear, so...
Yeah. So we're gonna, to the end, we're gonna we're gonna be 4 laps to go when these guys cross the line. What's happened to Julito? Something's happened to Julito. He is now only 2.5 seconds in front of Nelson.
I think he might have took a long lap.
No, he slowed down. He made a mistake somewhere. I don't think he crashed, but he made a mistake somewhere. Oh, Rick's closing in a lot into turn 1. He's being caught up in the slipstream, but he's actually not outbraked himself there. Julito, big mistake there.
Oh, Rick!
Oh.
Yeesh, mamma mia, he's right there.
Yep. And Platt is quickly approaching, but obviously catching is one thing, passing is another. He's going to pass 2 of these guys in hopes that Julito makes another form of mistake. Down the straight we go, hard on the brakes into turn 6.
Rick just... Oh, Rick to the inside!
He's got him!
Oh, no, they make contact.
And he's through. He's used the... No,
and
Nelson's
not
forcing
giving
it
up.
back. And all this is just going to help Platt.
Oh, that's going to put Platt into play. Oh, my.
Here we go, side by side between Rick and Platt. Here we go into turn 9. Rick's going to send up the inside of Nelson. Platt's had to go wide. Can Rick hold the line into turn number 10? Unfortunately not.
Can Nelson hold on for 3 more laps?
Yeah.
Oh,
so Platt's got one of them. When will he get the other? We saw him make a move into the final corner last time he passed him. Here he goes up the inside. And that was easy. And he's through on Nelson. Nelson's gonna... Can he fight back? Oh, Howling's down again. Oh, no, Nelson's nowhere near it. Oh, and Platt's got a long lap.
Oh no.
It gets even more crazy.
And I don't think Nelson knows that. Oh, Nelson, just hold on, buddy.
Lisa's made another mistake. He's dropped a second. He's run off the track somewhere. So Lisa's making all these small errors, but he can afford to because these guys are 4 seconds back. Platt maybe 3.5 seconds, but it's 6 seconds because of his long lap. So
if Julito keeps these mistakes up,
it's not over.
This might put Nelson in contention for a win here.
Yep. Here we go, hard on the brakes into turn 6. Nelson looking not to make the same mistake he made last time. Rick unable to take the line he did the lap before. Through turn 7 they go. Oh, we're running over the curve. You want to be doing that? So, luckily for Platt, this long lap, it's one of the shortest.
And he is rather quick on it too, so
yeah.
He only loses about a second on the long lap.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't mess it up, he should be fine. I imagine he's going to take it on this lap. He goes through turn 12.
I would.
Here we go, hard on the brakes. Does he take his long lap?
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't. His plan might be to try and keep pressure on Julito. In hopes he makes a mistake and then do the long lap on the final lap of the race. Meanwhile, this battle for third place continues to go on. Nelson just doing enough to hold on for now. Finley's gone down at turn 2. It's claimed so many victims over the weekend. Such an easy place to crash.
Nelson's starting to open up the gap a little bit here on Rick. Rick must have made a mistake somewhere, but Nelson's out wide, just slightly.
into the dry sack, or Danny Pedrosa hairpin, and Rick, he's nailed it. He's going to close that gap right back up. Oh, but Nelson seemed to nail it as well. I didn't quite see what his line was, but he must have nailed it because the gap didn't change.
They both have very different lines, but very fast.
But I feel sorry for Nelson at the moment because I want to know what position he's in championship wise, but unfortunately we'll never know. I guess we'll find out quickly enough. But at the moment, I'd say VTR being in P5, that'd probably just about be enough to hold on to P3 in the championship. Which would be it'd be the first
Platt's
time.
Gonna go for his long lap, and he failed it. I think he failed it. Yep.
He failed it.
He's got to do it again. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting.
So it's the final lap. Julito Campion. It's been a champion's ride for him so far. Just one more lap to go. Just 11 more corners to negotiate. Platt in second. He's got to do his long lap. He can't mess this next one up, and he's got to do a really good lap on this one, which I'm pretty sure he'll be able to do anyway.
Come on, Nelson. Just hold on. This is second place for you, man.
Whoa. Rip using all the curb through turn 4, trying to use all the grit possible to try and stay with Nelson in hopes he can make a mistake.
Oh, Nelson's out wide.
He's going to get the cut back. He can sit the
But
bike
he's
up
gonna
a
get
lot
the
earlier.
drive.
Get on the fat part of the tyre, down the straight. He's got enough of a gap. Hard on the brakes.
Defensive line through there. And
The pair of them have gone quite wide.
Goes wide. Cuts it back.
Rick's Aprilia, it will turn more, but Nelson, I think he's just got a bit more on entry. But look at the Aprilia is gaining, coming up to the final sector now.
The move is coming in the final corner, surely.
Oh, he
Rick
might have
is
blown
wide.
it. He might have blown it.
I think that might be it for Rick, unless he can do something here.
It's unlikely, but here comes Julito.
Oh, and he's
Rick's
lost it.
down.
Rick is down on the last lap. How unfortunate.
Unbelievable. But it is going to be Julito Campion. He is led since the moment Platt made a mistake. He wins his debut in VollGazzRacing. Platt
And
does
Platt
his long lap.
completes the long lap. He's going to take Nelson to the... No!
No.
Oh, no!
Unbelievable.
Oh,
VTR finishes in fourth
no!
and consolidates his third place in the championship. Finley somehow has ended up in fifth place. Rick is in sixth. Jack Berman and Howling are fine for the wooden spoon of 7th place.
Hat off to Nelson the whole race. Mamma mia, what a way to fucking finish the season.
And Howling
like
is
a lion the whole race.
Oh, Howling's had a bad crash there to finish off.
Let's take a look at the final classification of this race.
Good job, guys. Good job, everybody. Holy shit. Nelson, oh my god, bro. You and Rick.
So Julito Campioni is the champion of this Grand Prix. Platt in second, obviously the champion of this season. Nelson in third, VTR 4th, Finley 5th, Rick 6th, Jack 7th, Howling 8th, Joe 9th, and Fadley in 10th. So I guess we'll go straight on to the interviews. We will go with Nelson first.
Hey, Platt. Fuck you.
So Nelson,
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Nelson, can you hear me?
Y'all need me for the interview?
Yeah.
Alright, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
So-
I'm ready.
Right, so Nelson.
Is this thing on?
So Nelson, it was a very stressful. I'd say very stressful race for you. You had Rick on your rear tire the entire race. You also had Platt for some of it as well. But yeah, you rode really well defensively. You attacked Platt for a couple of times, and yeah, you just seemed to be able to use the advantages of your Honda to just maintain the podium places, and you nearly got second there, but Platt with the extra drive he got from taking the long lap, he was just able to grab second place from on the line. But you must be happy to round out the season in third place.
Oh man, I'm so pumped at the moment, and of course, like I had a really strong, a really bad season, if I say so myself. Like for now, I lost the top 3 position after 6 seasons, so this is probably my worst season so far. But definitely, this race proved that I still have what it takes. I think next season with a better package, I'm maybe able to challenge the front a lot more than I did this season. And yeah, it was just pressure on pressure the whole race, and all I did was just ride and defend like it was the last day of my life. And it's the last day on the Honda, so I had to show everyone and for the team, of course, that the bike has what it takes, but it's just a difficult package. And I just defended and rode like a lion today. And you know, unfortunate for Rick crashing on the last lap, he was really giving me some pressure. He was crawling in on me. He was putting in the pressure, also attacking me a lot. And you know, it was very difficult to maintain my focus, especially when he overtook me on turn 6. But you know, I gotta go. I attacked straight back and you know, maintained the 3rd place, and then a little scrap with Platt as well. That also gives me a confident boost, as you know, y'all can see the pace he was running alongside his teammate there that won. You know, it's a massive boost to be battling against Platt, and you know, he got the better of it in the end. But you know, nothing expected there. But yeah, I'm really happy with the 3rd place, and I'm really looking forward to season 8.
Yeah, so congratulations. I think your new helmet must have brought you some good luck.
I think so.
Right, we will go on to our 2nd place finisher, which is Platt. Now, Platt, the first thing we have to ask you, when you went off at turn 5, did your monitor turn off?
No, it's a genuine mistake.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I got it wrong on the entry into 5, and I just had to sit the bike up. I mean,
Yeah.
if I didn't sit the bike up, I was going to go down, so...
Yeah, so it was like an Adrian kind of thing.
Yeah. I could feel the front moving around. I was a little bit too late on the brakes. I was like, if I don't sit up, I was 100% going to go down. So.
Yeah. But you refocused. You had a small battle with Nelson, and then you made another mistake into turn 11. I'm going to guess you used too much curb. That'd be my guess. And then
too much of the outside curb.
Yeah. And then you had to fight once again. I assume watching Rick and Nelson go at it must have been quite entertaining, especially at the point you joined in. And then to nab the 2nd place with your drag bike must have been fun.
Well, I mean, the crash I had was quite unfortunate. I was just trying to do identical laps every single time. I used a little bit too much curb on entry, and I just lost it on entry. But as soon as I crashed again, I decided to get my head down, try and focus. Got into the back of both Rick and Nelson, and when I went up the inside of Rick at turn 8, I actually, while giving him space, I got a long lap to go on the inside, which was really unfortunate because I mean, I don't even think I was on the grass. I think I just went up the white line, but I got the long lap, and that put a little bit more pressure on me to actually pull that off with only 3 laps to go. So I decided to give myself a lap breather to get a gap to Nelson and Rick, and make a decision on whether I wanted to take the long lap or not. In the end, I decided to take the long lap, but I did make a mistake, so I had to take it again. It left me very vulnerable to an overtake from Nelson, so I decided to take it slow, make sure I got it right, and then get a good exit so I could get the slipstream onto Nelson and get the line in front of him. So I guess I'm happy with the 2nd place, but the pace quite wasn't what I expected, and yeah, other than that, the mistakes cost me a chance of victory.
Yeah, but anyway, you tried your best, and that's all you can do. Fastest lap.
Yeah, I got the fastest lap, so I guess it's a small consolation prize.
Yeah. I don't think he'll do seriously, no. So that has been it for round number 15, the final round. I'm not sure when season 8 will begin, but I'd assume it'd be in 2 weeks at the minimum. It's been a good season. I can't remember for the life of me who. I definitely know I've seen there's 1 point between the 2 Suzuki boys. I have no idea which one's won. So, you know, I'll talk to them, find out. We'll find out which one has nabbed the top 2nd place in the champion. So Suzuki The Suzuki boys, you are unmuted. Which one of you is the vice champion?
Jack by 1 point. I had controller issues, sadly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't have too many that race. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, I was 1 point away, but it was just unlucky. But yeah, good battle between us.
You must be disappointed, but good effort.
Yeah.
So that's been it for season 7, and we'll be back in season 8 in a few weeks. Wait, what? I can hear somebody screaming. I can hear somebody who's screaming.
Goes quickly.
What is it?
Did you capture my move on howling?
Which one?
Turn 8, lap 2.
I think so.
Oh, thank God for that. God, that was it was an aggressive move, but
Yes, we did.
none
Yes,
of
we
us
did.
questioned. Yes, thank you.
I could hear like you echoing and screaming.
Yeah, thank you, Honda. Honda, you've been a blessing.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, it's definitely not the intro we usually do, but that's been it for season 7. We'll be back in season 8 in a few weeks' time. Goodbye.